Hello everybody, Kane here today with another episode of WildLife Park, and today we're back on the world to build a flamingo exhibit because, well, they're kind of a staple of my zoos, as in usually I build them first, but I didn't this series, and then I kind of forgot about the flamingos. So we're finally getting around to that. I know I said I was going to do the koala this episode, but as is very much becoming a theme, and I kind of hate saying it, I ran out of time and I could not find a place where I wanted to put the koalas because of the way I've kind of set up this part of the zoo. To be honest, I need to make my video talking about kind of wildlife park in general and what both I like and dislike about the series and how that's kind of going to affect it in the long run. And before people wonder, no, that doesn't mean the series is just going to abruptly end like now. It's going to keep going. I'm going to try and finish a lot more exhibits and stuff like that. I just have some changes and some plans I would like to enact in the future. Anyway, this exhibit was basically just thrown in this area. Part of me had originally planned on maybe starting the reptile house in this spot, and people might be like, oh, why didn't you build the reptile house? Again, I didn't have 4 to 5 hours to just sit down and build Minecraft. I mean, I don't know if it would actually take 4 or 5 hours, but it takes a long time to build these builds sometimes, and making a big, massive structure like that is just, ugh. Anyway, let's talk about the important things, like this exhibit. Such as, well, I tried to do something a bit different from pretty much every flamingo exhibit I've done, which I don't know if that really worked, or if it even looks all that different from the previous flamingo exhibits I've made. Because, to be honest, well, I don't know. Flamingo exhibits are kind of hard to make unique, I feel. I mean, because usually you have just one giant body of water in the middle with a couple of, like, sandbar type things around the side where you throw, like, trees, plants, and nests. I think it looks a bit different from the last flamingo exhibit I made, though. Well, it definitely looks different from the last one. The last one was a lot more marsh-like, I guess. Didn't have any trees in it. It was actually, I think that was probably the best flamingo exhibit I've ever made. I don't know if this is the best one I've made, but it certainly fits this zoo way better than that previous one would have. So I'm pretty happy with it overall. Anyway, I think this episode's like gonna be super short. There's no way it's gonna be very long. But that's probably a good thing. You guys probably will enjoy that a bit more. Anyway. Yeah, so I tried to do sand at the bottom of this one just because, well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I kind of just didn't want the water to be super, like, dirty, I guess. I don't know, because a lot of our other exhibits in the tropics, we've kind of done that way, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think this exhibit does come out pretty well overall. We throw in lots of cool plants. I did throw in a couple new plants, and I tried out some of the same aquatic plants we used back in the Gharial exhibit, and you'll see that. You can see that now, I think. But yeah, I think it looked really good. It brought a bit of extra life to the water section of the exhibit, and we tried out some new swamp grass. I think, is it swamp or was it like marshland or something? Some sort of tropical swampy looking grass for the actual exhibit, and I think it looked really good. Added a good bit of different color variation and variety from previous exhibits and builds in this area, which I think was really good. It was kind of necessary to try and make this look a bit different. I definitely made sure I went with more grass around the top of the thing, top of the rock walls, which is something I wanted to do with the rest of the zoo. Again, I just haven't had the time to go sit down and do that. Maybe we'll eventually get that live stream to actually happen, and where I'll go and actually work on this world. Who knows? Maybe I can do that this weekend. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I haven't got much else to say, so I'll let you guys continue watching the rest of the build, and I'll catch back up with you at the end of the video. Alright everybody, here we are with the final exhibit, and overall, I quite like it. It's pretty simple. It's not as complex as, I guess, the cassowary or some of the other builds we've recently done, but I think it was a nice little build to do. I think it looks pretty good, and it is subtly different from the other many Flamingo exhibits I have made in the past, this probably being the most common exhibit for me to make. Yeah, I think pretty much every iteration of this series I've built a Flamingo exhibit, usually as the first build. I didn't do that this time, and to be honest, I kind of forgot about the Flamingos because of that. But I know I said I was going to do the koala this video, and I'm sure I already explained this during the time lapse. I have been like swamped with stuff and haven't really had much time to focus on making videos, which is why there's been a lack of wildlife park stuff. And I just couldn't figure out where I wanted to put the koala exhibit. I was thinking there, and then there, and to be honest, I just kind of need to set up this area way more, and I haven't really had the time to do that, which is why we did Flamingos, because this area fit that pretty well. But anyway, yeah, I like this exhibit. I think it's quaint. It's just a nice little filler exhibit, kind of like, what would be another good filler exhibit? Kind of like our tapir, which I might fix up at some point. We'll see. But yeah, it's just a nice little, oh, we have some empty space here, let's throw a cool little bird enclosure in. I do love these steel bars. I'm sure I've expressed my love for a lot of these ZAWA blocks before, but the fact that they act like fences, because we used them over there as well, means I can make a 1 block high fence that doesn't look like a wooden fence that, you know, the animals can't get over. And I love that, because it means I can do exhibits like this way easier. And they look a lot nicer in my opinion, which is very, very, very cool. But yeah, overall, I guess with this series, again, I just need to get a bit more time so I can actually sit down on the world and kind of plan things out a bit more. We got a few more jungle animals we got to do, and then we're gonna move on to the savannah. And I think with that, the series will probably come to an end. I'm thinking it's probably going to, again, I keep saying this, I'm going to make a video about like kind of how WildLife Park is gonna go before it ends and when it's gonna end and all that, but I'm thinking it'll probably end sometime before Christmas this year, or sometime late December, I guess. But yeah, so that should be fun. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of this exhibit. What do you guys like about it? What do you guys think I should build next? I'm sure I'm gonna get lots of requests for various animals that either A, aren't in the mod, or B, that I've already done, or C, the reptile house. Again, reptile house is going to happen eventually. I legitimately just need time. I need a point where I can sit down for 5 hours and just build. And oh, that doesn't even sound very fun, but it'll happen eventually. Don't worry, guys. I'm really trying to get it done soon. I really am, trust me. But yeah, anyway, I don't really feel like I have much else to say or do, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time, guys. See ya.